Here comes the kick out now. Tom O'Hare's kick is a very short one. It's no. DJ Crowley and Danny Kelly playing away there, but the referee the referee had penalised DJ Crowley for standing too near, and now Danny Kelly trying to kick the ball out to him, kicked the ball off DJ Crowley, much to the amusement of the crowd here. 3 out to Down from about 30 yards or more out from their own goal. Tom O'Hare, the kicker, well held high in the air by Joe Lennon, cutting across the centre. Joe Lennon through now to Colin McAlarney, all alone. And Colin McAlarney from the 50-yard line takes a shot that's high, pitched it across the goal by Sean O'Neill, and grabbed in there, but let fall. And there's a tussle in front of the goal mouth. I think it's Dennis O'Sullivan. It's Seamus Murphy. It's Seamus Murphy with the ball. Out to Mick O'Connell. Mick O high in the air, grabbing that one and tapping it back now to the waiting Seamus Fitzgerald. Seamus Fitzgerald away up the field towards Pat Griffin. Pat Griffin with the ball now. He's 70, he's 60, he's been chased, he's 50 yards out, he's 40 yards out. He gets the ball across now to Tom Prendergast. Prendergast tackled, almost tackled by John McCartan. And Prendergast takes a shot that has gone as wide as the proverbial gate. Tom Prendergast breaking away there, looking as if he was bound for the goal, sidestepping a tackle and getting in, but not getting the score that counted. The scoreboard still says 2, 3 to 4 points in favour of Down, and the stopwatch says about 22 minutes gone. John McCartan with the kick out. Into the centre of the field, not a very long one. Pat Griffin gets it. Pat across into the centre to Tom Prendergast. He's on the 14. A shot that's deflected out over the end line for a 50. And I honestly don't think that Danny Kelly knew where that one was going. I'm not saying that Danny didn't. No goalkeeper, I think, would have seen it. It was headed. It seemed to be headed for the right corner of the net. Deflected by a back, and it's a 50. Mick O'Connell to take the 50, about 10 yards to the right of the goal on our right. And the man from Valencia standing back now to take his kick. High, and it's wide, and the score remains 2 goals and 3 points for Down, 4 points for Kerry. Kerry missing a lot of scores that could be very valuable before this game is over. 9 points to 4, if you like. John Murphy, number 12, waiting for the ball. It might come his way. And Dennis O'Sullivan, number 5, to see that it doesn't. Tom O'Hare, centre half back. A shortish kick out again by John McCartan. It goes to Brendan Lynch. And this teenager going racing through with the ball. He's on the 14 now. He's trying to get room to take a kick. He takes his kick, and he has sent it over the bar. Brendan Lynch, the scorer. 2 goals and 3 points for Down, 5 points for Kerry, and we make it 23 minutes gone in the second half. Well, first half, I should say, of course. John McCartan's kick out into the centre of the field. Got out there by James Milligan. James Milligan racing right through now. He's on the 50, he's on the 40 now. He takes a shot that's going out towards the left. Sean O'Neill has got the ball. He takes a shot, it's blocked down by Paddy Doherty. Comes into the centre to Mick Fleming. His kick is blocked down. Paddy Doherty kicks it out, a shortish one. John Purdy is there for Down across the goal mouth. Paddy Doherty has it just outside the parallelogram, and Paddy trying to make his way in, and the back's making sure he doesn't, as the referee has blown his whistle and awards a 14-yard free to Down. Dead straight in front of the goal, Paddy Doherty, the taker. And it's over the bar for another point for Down. Paddy Doherty, the scorer, making it 2-4 to 5 points. And that means that Paddy Doherty is way out now as the leading scorer of this 1968 championship. And he's urging his men on there to even greater things. Paddy Doherty with the kick out to the centre of the field. Colin McAlarney doesn't quite get it. Kerry don't seem to be in it in the centre of the field as much as it was generally expected. Tony O'Sullivan daredevil throwing the ball there. Seamus Fitzgerald covering up for him, getting the ball up to the far side of the field. Well held out there on the far side by Ray McConville, and Ray sends it away down the field. Sean O'Neill deflecting it across into the centre. Seamus Fitzgerald is there, clears it out. Mick O'Connell racing into the ball, but Colin McAlarney getting there first. Colin McAlarney back now to James Milligan, back to Colin McAlarney. And Colin from about 60 yards out, a dropping ball deflected out by Sean O'Neill to Paddy Doherty. His kick blocked down by Mick Morris at the expense of the 50. Very nice blocking there by Mick Morris. And the ball being placed now for the 50 to be taken by Tom O'Hare. And Tom's kick is good, and it's over the bar. Another point, a great point there by Tom O'Hare for down. And that makes the score 2 goals and 5 points for Down, 5 points for Kerry, 2 goals between them, and the time 26 minutes of this first half. From the kick out, it's Colin McAlarney, who's having a great game in the centre of the field. It's Sean O'Neill. Sean selling a dummy, going right through now. Passes to Paddy Doherty. Paddy Doherty over the bar, and another point for Down. Paddy Doherty, sharpshooter deluxe, sending that one over to make the score 2 goals and 6 points to Kerry's 5 points. Paul O'Donoghue's kick out to the centre of the field, and again it's Paddy Doherty in the centre. Paddy left-footed way down the field. Well held high in the air by Seamus Murphy of Kerry. Seamus, the shortish pass to Tony O'Sullivan. Tony O'Sullivan, 40 yards from his own goal. Shaking off John Purdy and then sending a high one up the field. In under it, Eamon O'Donoghue. Eamon O'Donoghue, the brother of Paddy, who's full back for Kerry, trying to get the ball out to Mick O'Connell, and in there is Paddy Doherty, who seems to be everywhere. Over to John Purdy. John Purdy beaten but fouled by Seamus Murphy, and there is a free for down. Free for down just outside the Kerry 50-yard line, and Tom O'Hare, who has moved to centre half back, with Willie Doyle at left full back for down, coming up to take it just on the 50-yard line. And there's a tail on this one, it's gone wide. Score remains 2-6 to 5 points. And the Jets bound for the United States flying overhead, reminding one that the winners of today's game will be playing New York in New York on October the 13th and October the 20th as well, out in Gaelic Park. From this kick out, the ball comes to Mick Fleming. Mick Fleming of Kerry, right through up the centre now. Tom Prendergast trying to tap it down. Half succeeds at doing so. The ball breaks loose to Eamon O'Donoghue, coming across on the far side. And Eamon sends it away up the field. And DJ Crowley trying to get back in behind John McCartan. He can't. And Danny Kelly comes out and clears well down into the centre of the field, where Paddy Doherty is there again, 50 yards from his own goal, and sends the down men into the attack. Seamus Murphy in under it there. So also John Purdy. John Purdy with the ball. Mick Morris with John Purdy, and a free in for the down men less than 50 yards out from the Kerry goal. Less than 2 minutes left in this first half, and Paddy Doherty to take the kick. It's high, it's held by Johnny Cullity. Johnny almost bundled over the end line there, bundled off the post, I would say, as he got that ball, and they're in attending to him now. The ball did go out over the end line. Johnny Cullity just trying to check 2-6 to 5 points down the leaders, and we're just checking on Johnny Cullity down there in the goal. And they're still attending to Johnny. There is a 50 for down. And Johnny Cullity still being attended to, but the play goes on. There's no stoppage for an injury, but Johnny's coming up now to take his position. And Tom O'Hare takes the 50 and he sends it over the bar. A point for down there, scored by Tom O'Hare. And that makes the score Down 2 goals and 7 points. Kerry 5 points. And we make it about a half a minute left in this first half. And Johnny Cullity seems to be all right as he places that ball for the kick out by Paddy Doherty. Paddy Doherty to this side of the field. Out it comes. John Murphy gets it for Down. He's been chased by Dennis O'Sullivan, but John Murphy gets the ball up now to Colin McAlarney. Colin McAlarney on the 70-yard line. That's 70 out from the Kerry goal, up towards Peter Rooney. And there too is Seamus Fitzgerald. Seamus Fitzgerald has got the ball, and he right-footed clears it way up the far side of the field. Pat Griffin going after it. So also is Tom O'Hare. Tom O'Hare into the centre, where the ball comes in to James Milligan. An intended pass to Colin McAlarney. Doesn't quite go where it was intended, but it does go to Mickey Cole, to Tom O'Hare, and the referee calls for the ball because it is half-time. And so at half-time, Down are the leaders, 2 goals and 7 points to Kerry's 5 points. And although they have been playing with the wind in the first half, there can be no doubt whatever that Down are deserving of a lead in this, and a good lead in this first half. The one thing one would think that perhaps the goal that they got, the very first goal that they got, may have been just a little bit lucky, but I think a team who can take goals when they come their way, well, let them be lucky or not, a team that can do that is a good team. Referee checking his watch. Down playing from left to right in this second half. Mick Fleming having a word with the referee now, as if there was something to report in the Kerry team, but I don't see any change of personnel. Referee receiving some document from the linesman as he gets ready now to throw in the ball for the second half. Down playing from left to right, Kerry from right to left. Kerry playing with the wind in the second half. The sun not there, but the second half is on, and it's Colin McAlarney for Down, opening up the play, and it's Sean O'Neill coming way down for it. Donny O'Sullivan going for the ball too. John Purdy's got it now. John Purdy on the 21-yard line, a high one, and it has curled and has gone wide. John Purdy, an attack there for Down in the opening stages of this second half. Johnny Cullity placing the ball for the kick out. Colin McAlarney of Down playing a great game, waiting for the ball out in the centre of the field, and it comes his way, and it is a push in the back there by Colin on Mick O'Connell, and a free for Kerry by Donny O'Sullivan. 60 yards out from his own goal. High, good one, way up the field. Brought down in there in the centre by Tom O'Hare. Tom O'Hare with the ball coming right through the centre now, kicking it out to the far wing. Dennis O'Sullivan with it, and Dennis from 50 yards out, a high ball right across the goal mouth. Mick O'Dwyer's got it. He's on the 10-yard line now. He fits it in, and it's gone just to the right. It's gone over. It's gone over. Little Tom Prendergast tried to keep it in play there, didn't succeed, and the ball went wide. John McCartan placing the ball for the kick out. Way out it comes, the far side. Dennis O'Sullivan's got it, 50 yards out. Send it across into the centre to Brendan Lynch. Brendan Lynch from 50 yards out, a high dropping ball in towards the goal mouth. And in there in the centre is Willie Doyle. Willie Doyle for Down out to this side to Michael Cole. Michael Cole 40 yards from his own goal to Tom O'Hare. Tom O'Hare tapping it deftly out to this side to Colin McAlarney. Colin McAlarney coming up this side of the field, being chased by Donny O'Sullivan, and Colin being pushed off the ball as he takes his kick, and there is a line ball for Kerry. Donny O'Sullivan to take it. This Killarney man, one of the several Killarney men on the team, to take this kick as the shadows begin to creep over. The shadow of the Hogan stand, way up the field. Mick O'Connell goes up for the ball, doesn't get it. Colin McAlarney does. Colin McAlarney fisting it up now to Michael Cole, who's come up for it, and Michael tackled by Donny O'Sullivan. Michael still with the ball, going into the centre now, and he's still with that ball. He's still with it. He's 40 yards out, tapping it to the waiting John Purdy. Purdy now coming out to make an angle for himself, fisting it over to the far side of the field, where it goes to Michael Cole. Michael Cole on the 14 into Sean O'Neill. Sean O'Neill fisting the ball and sending it over for another point for Down. Sean O'Neill the scorer, and that makes the score Down 2 goals and 8 points to 5 points for Kerry. And in the centre of the field, it's grabbed by James Milligan. James Milligan up to the wing now to Peter Rooney. Peter Rooney trying to get in past Seamus Fitzgerald, doesn't succeed. Mick Morris gets the ball back to Tony O'Sullivan, to Mick O'Connell. Mick O'Connell 70 yards out from his own goal. A high ball way up the field. And waiting for the ball to break there is Pat Griffin. Pat Griffin's got it. He's fouled and there's a free in for Kerry. What this game badly needs at the moment is a Kerry goal to bring it to life. Mick O'Dwyer to take this kick. He sends it high and sends it over the bar for a point for Kerry, narrowing the gap, but it's still a pretty big gap. 2 goals and 8 points for Down, 6 points for Kerry. Mick O'Dwyer the scorer. Dan McCartan placing the ball for the kick out. And out it comes, far side of the field. Dennis O'Sullivan trying to get to it, can't quite make it. Kept in play by Colin McIlharney up to John Purdy. John Purdy racing away, Seamus Murphy is after him. Still John Purdy of Down, still Seamus Murphy after him. Full stop, very near the sideline. Almost leapfrog the far side of the field, but the referee has penalised the Down man for handing the ball on the ground. And there's a free out for Kerry and nobody to take it. Now Seamus Murphy is going back, he's going to take it. Just about 30 yards out from the Kerry goal, far side of the field. Seamus Murphy to Mick O'Connell. Mick O'Connell trying to draw the men, and then with a long, dropping, attacking ball. Mick O'Dwyer with it now, back on the wing now. It goes to Eamon O'Donoghue. Eamon O'Donoghue on the 21 is fouled, and there's a free in for Kerry. To be taken by Mick O'Dwyer, exactly on the 21-yard line, 5 yards to the right of, or to the left of the goal on our left. And Micko sends this one over. It's Mick O'Dwyer over the bar. Another point for Kerry. And that makes the score 2 goals and 8 points for Down, 7 points for Kerry, 14-7. And as I said a moment ago, what this game badly needs is a goal for Kerry to bring it to life, and the crowd feeling that it needs just that injection to bring it up to standard. And it's Mick Fleming with the ball now for Kerry on the halfway line. Way up the field it goes. Tom Prendergast in a little bit to the centre. Mick O'Dwyer on the 21-yard line. A high ball, a wide ball, and the score remains 14 points to 7. That's double scoring. Mick O'Dwyer looking quite disgusted with himself after that effort that, well, might have been a little bit better. Brendan Sloan keeping him company. Everywhere he goes, Brendan going after him. Ball kicked out by Dan McCartan. Held in the centre of the field by James Milligan, and up comes Milligan with the ball now, but he's forgotten it. He's gone back. Tipping it up now to Colin McIlharney, and Colin waiting for it. Nobody marking Colin McIlharney, and Colin racing away with the ball. Mick Fleming after him now, and Colin still going on, fisting in towards Sean O'Neill. Ball fisted down. Sean's got it. Fisting it across the centre now. Michael Cole, tackled by Tony O'Sullivan. Back to Paddy Doherty now. Paddy takes a shot, and it's another point for Down. Paddy Doherty, the scorer of that one, after 7 minutes of play in the second half to make the score. Down 2 goals and 9 points. Kerry 7 points. Paul O'Donoghue with the kick out. Out to the far side of the field. Mick Fleming trying to get to it. He can't. Pat Griffin is there for Kerry. He's got it. Tips it into the centre towards Mick O'Connell. Mick can't. He does. He gets to it. Sends it to Eamon O'Donoghue. Eamon can't quite get onto it. Mick O'Connell following on after the ball. Gets the ball from 50 yards out. A high dropping ball that's gone just to the right, and it has gone wide. Score remains on Doon Ga Kulugas Negulini. Kerry Shakgulini. 2-9 to 7 points. Down leading Kerry. In a game that really has never got going as was anticipated that it might. Dan McCartan kicking into the far side of the field, but you never know what can happen in a game. It's only 8 minutes gone in this second half, but it is now Ray McConville with the ball for Down. He sends it across the centre where it's intercepted by Mick Morris. Mick Morris right through the centre now. Brendan Sloan going up for it for Down, trying to hold on to it, but Mick O'Dwyer's got it, and Mick O racing through now. He's on the 14. He's trying to take a shot. He puts the ball across the centre to Brendan Lynch. Brendan Lynch takes a shot, and Danny Kelly saves it. And Danny clears it out to this side of the field, where it goes to James Milligan. And his kick is blocked by Mick Morris, and Mick sends Kerry into the